Pokemon is officially dead to me.
Oh man. What? You stupid.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to The Collective. My name is Furman, and in this video we're going to talk about why Pokemon is dead to me. Now, I don't mean this in like a really negative way. This is a video of growth, like emotional and mental growth. So if anything, we're more so just parting ways. That's really what's happening. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. So yes, let's get into it. Alright guys, before I even start saying anything, I just want to let you guys know that I am about as hardcore of a Pokemon fan as it comes. And you know what? I owe Pokemon so much because of the fact that if it wasn't for Pokemon, I probably wouldn't have even been introduced into like RPGs and JRPGs. Like when I first played Pokemon Red, that was like my introduction to it, and ever since then, I've been pretty much in love with it. I haven't necessarily had the mental capacity to play a lot of JRPGs, so the older I got, the more I understood them, and the more fun they became. So yeah, I actually owe a lot to Pokemon. And the more I talk about Pokemon, like the more sad and depressed I get about it, because of the fact that it's just not the Pokemon that I want. It's not the Pokemon that I envisioned it would be in 2023, if that makes sense. Like, I go back in time and I always look back at all those older games and all those games that I loved and that I put so much time and effort into, and like I don't see that translating anymore. Like I feel like Pokemon evolved, if that makes sense. No pun intended. But I feel like this new evolution, like that the Pokemon company doesn't appeal to me or people like me. And that's okay, like it sucks. It really hurts. It hurts a lot because of how long I've been playing Pokemon. Like since I was 10 years old. I was just like Ash. I started when I was 10 years old. And I've been playing Pokemon for so long, and like it hurts me to see it go away like this. But I just can't, keep condoning the stuff that's been happening. I didn't just buy Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I didn't just buy one game. This is how committed I am to this thing. I bought 4 copies of Scarlet and Violet. What? I got the double pack, and then I got 2 extra copies. That way I can play one of them, and some of my kids can play the other 3 copies. And yeah, not only that, but I also bought the Scarlet and Violet Special Edition Nintendo Switch OLED. So like everything, I basically bought the bundle that they sell. And that's how committed I was. That's how excited I was about this game. Like I'd always watch the trailers and I'd be like, man, this game looks really cool. Say what you want. Everybody loves the cat, but I don't give a crap about that little cat. It was always Team Fuecoco. Always.
You what?
And so yeah, like I was really excited to play this game, and then I pop it in and I'm like, wow, this is so cool. The world seems really big. And then all of these glitches kept happening and all these issues kept happening. And you know what? At that point, like it was just too much. It was too much for me to handle. It got to the point where what they had done with Sword and Shield sucked. Like that game was horrible. People really like it, but to me, that is not a Pokemon game. And the same thing happened with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, which by the way, Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, those are like literally, I think that they're like number 3 for me. Gold and Silver, Black and White 1 and 2, Diamond and Pearl. Like just, these games are so good, and they did such a lazy job with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl that it was so it was so disheartening. I was actually a fan of the chibi style. I really like that art style because of the fact that it's like a callback to how Pokemon used to be, with the over the top and the small sprites. So I really like that. But then you put a magnifying glass to this game and it just looks really ugly. They cut a lot of corners in this thing, and I'm just like, bro, what is happening? And I really do believe this happened with X and Y. As far back as that, That's really where it started. As soon as Pokemon went 3D and yearly, it went down the drain. And yes, I'm happy that Pokemon is making as much money as they are. I'm always going to be a fan, but as far as playing the games, I don't see myself being able to do that in the foreseeable future because of just how crappy the quality is. Like, I just grabbed my DS and I put in Pokemon Black, or actually no, Pokemon White 2. And I didn't even have a save file on that thing. So I was like, you know what, let me play this game. I restarted it and I played the first hour of it. And the visuals on this game were amazing. I mean, this is a gorgeous game. Through and through, you cannot deny that. You might not be a sprite fan, like a fan of like sprite artwork and all that kind of stuff, but you cannot deny the fact that this game is just so well made. Bobby, I'm recording a video, so that means you need to go downstairs. Yeah, like you go back and you play these games and they still look amazing. And granted, you might not be a fan of sprite work, you might not be a fan of like that old school way of Pokemon, but that's really where I sit at. Like, that's where I think Pokemon is at its prime. It is when it is taking its time. It is great looking characters. It is an awesome storyline. It is really cool looking Pokemon. And you know, those big three that I mentioned, not really there in the new ones. I don't think I've ever mentioned her on any of the videos that I make, but I'm a really big fan of Tamahiro. She has a really cool Pokemon channel where she talks very, very in depth when it comes to Pokemon. And like, she's one of the biggest, like, I mean, if there was ever a number one Pokemon fan, it's definitely her. Like, this girl put in like over 300 hours into a Pokemon Crystal save. I didn't even know you could play that game for that long. That's crazy. Like, whenever I played that game, I'm like, I beat the game. I caught the cool Pokemons that you have to wait till the end of the game to get. And, you know, I did all 16 badges. And that was good enough for me. And she went out of her way and just straight up destroyed that thing. So, like, that's what I want to be like. I want to be able to find different interesting ways to play these old games and to just breathe life into them. You know, there's Nuzlocke and there's all sorts of ways to do that too. And you know, that's really the point of this video. I don't need to keep looking for what I want in Pokemon. I don't need to keep wanting the old way of Pokemon in these newer games. I don't need that. I can just stick with these. And you know, Pokemon can just keep doing what it's been doing. I don't think that the Pokemon company will ever be the way that it was, honestly. And you know, I was just thinking about it, and like, yeah, a lot of that is nostalgia, but those games were just that damn good though. Like, it's just that. And a little comparison too. Here's this. Let's talk about God of War. God of War on the PS2 was amazing. I mean, the first time I played that game, breathtaking. I was like, there's no way this is an actual game. Insane. So like, I played it, beat it, played 1, 2, 3, Ascension, Ghost of Sparta, all of the games. I beat every single God of War that there is to beat, essentially. Unless if they made like a weird mobile one in Japan or something. But yeah, like, I beat all of them, and then they go and announce God of War PS4. That was a completely different game. Like, tone-wise, the way Kratos moves, like the characters in the game. It's still God of War, but it has been completely rejuvenated. Like, the transition there was just so well thought of, so well done. I wish that would have happened for Pokemon. I wish that they wouldn't have gone 3D. I wish that they would have just stuck around and then, you know, not focused on what stupid people want. Because yes, it's only dumb people and corporations that are telling you, oh, because everyone's doing the 3D, you gotta make your game 3D. Not every game needs to be 3D. I am sorry, that is not the case. If you really think that, then clearly you've never played Octopath Traveler. Like, you've never played all of these amazing games that have been coming out, Dead Cells. Yeah, and all these other games that have come out that haven't been 3D, haven't been this gigantic budget game, but have still looked amazing. And therein lies the fact. It's really the issue with this Pokemon sucking right now. It's the fact that the Pokemon company knows that they don't have to try hard. Pokemon fans are gonna buy it. You don't have to worry about the Pokemon company defending itself, because Pokemon fans will defend crappy games. They will do that. They will sit there and tell you that Scarlet and Violet are probably the best games they've ever played, which is total bullcrap. And it's like, bro, like, they won't fix things. They won't make things better if you keep buying it. That's really the issue. Like, and you know, it's not even a battle that's even worth doing. Like, I wouldn't even take that on, because they're not gonna stop. That is a billion-dollar company. Like, they make so much money, that franchise will never go away, trust me. So yeah, like, I just think it's just better for me and my mental sanity to just kind of, like, you know, stick with the old school stuff, stick with that, call it good, and, you know, we'll be chilling, because it's just not worth the stress. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content. And as always guys, we will see you on the next video. Peace.